Hi Leo, welcome to your week ahead tarot scope with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant signs. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Leo, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, remember they are general readings. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody, and that is just fine. You should always use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. For your key to the week this week, you've got the Devil card. This week you could be fixated on something, all right? It kind of suggests that you are either there's a fixation or an obsession, and I gotta be honest with you, it kind of feels like you're gonna want to push something further than it might need to go. That's the first part of this, and the other part of it is this may be, and I feel like this is in the context of love, this may be a week where you are completely enamored by somebody, and you know, so therefore you get a little bit carried away. Just watch out for that. You know, it could be any area of your life though. And if this is some other area of life, let's say this is a new job, let's say this is a new place that you're deciding to want to live. It's like you're so fixated on what you think it's going to be like, what you think the experience is going to be like, that you're not really looking at some of the other stuff that you might need to pay attention to. So let's say you decide, okay, you know what, I want to buy a house in this area. And you completely gloss over the fact that the crime rate is really high, or you know that there's no work in your industry in that area. But it's like no, you know, it's like you're bypassing the facts this week, or you're trying to in some way, shape or form. Now on a more positive note, the Devil card can represent the healthy kind of attachment or the healthy kind of obsession. So this week, you know, and this could be for some of you, maybe you're deciding to embark on a new health regime in some way, shape or form, and you get really obsessed with that, which is great to a point, right? If you are a continued subby, you know Rafi loves you. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and this resonates, hit that subscribe button. For your actions and options this week, you've got the Seven of Swords. That is a very heavy lie, all right? I'm not even going to say this is like, oh, you know, Leo's telling a little white lie this week. And I've got to say to you, unless there is a very good reason, I would avoid this. The reason being is because the Seven of Swords, it can be lies, deceit, right? So one way this might show up is, you know, you have an idea of how something should go, and in order to get your way, you could lie, you could manipulate. Now, you know, I love Leos, I love Leonine energy, sun, moon and descendant. I'm an ascendant Leo, so I will be very, very sure and very clear to be checking myself this week. Now, another way that this could show up, because the Seven of Swords can represent literally getting by or through something by the skin of our teeth. You couple that with the Devil card, this could be something that you are obsessed with, something that you have completely glossed over the facts with, and then you have a near miss, right? So maybe, you know, that person that you're dating, you continue to ignore the red flags, and then one day it blows up and you're like, yeah, okay, I'm checking out now. Do you know what I mean? Like, this could be a week where you really get to see a different side of something, or where you see that something really has gone overboard or gone too far one way. When it comes to your communications and conversations, you've got the King of Pentacles. So a Taurus, a Capricorn or a Virgo could feature for you. Very likely to be, though, a Capricorn, right? King of Pentacles, Earth sign male, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. The Devil card ruled by Capricorn, right? So work-wise, this is the healthy kind of obsession, right? So you could be working really hard this week. You could really be working hard about putting something together behind the scenes, getting something off the ground, making something more accessible. This could also be that you are chasing a promotion. Like, so for those of you that are employed by somebody else, This is literally you chasing something. It's like, I'm not giving up, I'm not backing down, this is what I want. This could be some sort of big recognition, but I'm going to be honest with you, it comes with some sort of big responsibility at the same time. Now, you've got this Seven of Swords in your actions and options, and one of the other ways that this can show up is literally where people are twisting themselves or bending over backwards to make something happen. If that's not going to be sustainable for you into the future, make sure that it's not a part of what you're writing into your present. For those of you that are business owners, self-employed, etc., same kind of energy, right? This could be some really great recognition. It could be a big boost to the finances. This could be a Capricorn person or a Capricorn male that comes in to help or assist you. This could be somebody that wants to partner with you, work with you, or collaborate with you, but you're having to really vet them, because you've got these two cards here as well. I mean, in the long run though, it could be really very fruitful. And then for those of you that are retired or no longer working, I mean, in a lot of ways, this almost suggests that maybe you're being a bit too rigid or a bit too stringent with yourself on your time and the things that you do with your time. For your love and relations, you've got the Star card. All right, so this is nice. Now, for those of you that are single, I feel like this is a friend or somebody that is kind of a friend, or maybe that's somebody that you already have history with, is maybe declaring or redeclaring their feelings for you. And because you've got this Seven of Swords here, Leo, being the stubborn creature that you are, especially with the Devil card there, maybe you're inclined to lie and say, you know what, I don't feel it, or you know what, I'm not in that space, or you know, maybe there's somebody else or whatever. And it's like, there's a part of me that wants to say that you actually do feel this, but out of fear, it's like stopping you from going back there, because it's like, oh, you know, the first time it didn't end so well, and you know, I don't have time to waste anymore, etc. This person appears to be reaching out with an olive branch, and even if you don't feel like going back down that sort of path with somebody, you at least should, you know, you at least owe them to be a decent enough human being to give them the honest truth and to say, right, this is the real reason. It's not because, you know, I don't want to or I don't feel the same. I do feel the same. I just don't want to go down this path because of how it ended last time. You know, but yeah, there's something about this that suggests a friend could possibly become more. When it comes to those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, I'm really sorry to say this, but this is an old lie. This is an old lie that comes back up. And this time you're going to get a chance to rewrite this or to talk about it very openly without... Yeah, I kind of feel like this is one of those times where, like, you know, if you're caught with your hand in the cookie jar, you don't, and chocolate all around your face, you don't say, I wasn't doing it. I literally didn't do anything. This isn't me right now. Like, I'm somebody else. You can't do that, right? So this week, if there is an old lie, if there's something that is discovered that is highlighted to you, don't dig yourself a deeper pit, right? This week, just fess up and say, look, you know what? Yes, I told a lie, and here is the reason, right? All the truth, all the time, nothing but is what's going to really save the day for those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments. It could be as well that this is on the shoes on the other foot, and maybe you catch a partner out in an old lie, and now maybe an old piece of a puzzle makes sense, and you're like, oh my gosh. This is not, two wrongs don't make a right. And if you know this and you say nothing about it, you're going to secretly harbour a grudge. Don't do it, right? Just get everything out in the open this week. It will be so much better for everybody involved. For your money and materials, you've got the Page of Wands. Okay, so this is nice, right? I mean, it's just a mixed bag this week, to be honest with you. There's some really great stuff here, and there's some kind of iffy stuff. This is a chance to make more money. It's very likely to be an invite of some sort. For some of you, you could be getting an invite to a show, a podcast, a radio appearance, a TV appearance, very possible. It may come through a friend or through a family member or through a significant other. Very, very possible. What I will also say here as well with the Page of Wands is when it comes to your physical health and vitality, this is all of the areas that are ruled by Leo, right? So your back, your heart, and your spine. Not saying there are any issues this week, but if there are any, it's likely to be the back, the heart, and the spine in those areas that you're feeling it. And then when it comes to your home and environment, this is, for me, the Page of Wands usually shows up as a letter, an actual physical letter, especially when it comes up next to the Page of Swords or any form of cards of earth. And this, for me, feels like this week you will be getting some form of correspondence that will really, that's coming to the home, that I think is going to make a decision for you when it comes to the home, when it comes to the family, when it comes to the people that you're born to, or the family that you create or choose. Now, that being said, I think it's going to be a good week, but I think there are some challenges or some issues here at the deeper level that are about to reach the surface. That full moon in the sign of Leo, I think, will have done it. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.